Hello, my most awesome artist. You are going to get out your sketchbook and you are going to turn to your first empty experiment page. Today we are working on drawing. So you are going to circle drawing and then you're going to fill in this space experimenting with markers. So I have a pack right here that I'm going to experiment with, but you'll have ones on your table. Markers are something you should be used to working with. A way to color nicely and neatly is you can first draw whatever shape it is you are creating and then color in going in one direction, not in multiple directions. Now, it would probably be better for Miss Miller to use a big marker rather than a really skinny marker to fill in all of these spaces. So these are things that you should be thinking about when you are using them. Maybe these skinny markers aren't the best to use and I should have a little bit of a bigger tip. When you're using the markers, if you notice that an area is starting to look a lot darker, don't keep coloring there, because then that means you're gonna make a hole and it will go through the paper. We don't want that to happen. Now, did Miss Miller do a good job coloring here? No. In some areas, yes, but I should not see any white spaces. So this whole area up here is pretty bad, Miss Miller. So I'm gonna go back in and fix that. And if you get out of your line, that's okay. Just make your shape a little bigger. So here I went out of my line. I'm just gonna make that shape a little bit bigger. And now nobody but me, if I didn't tell you, would know that that was a mistake. Okay, now that's one way to color in. What you can do is you can layer colors too. Now, if you are layering colors, don't use the lighter color second. Why? So I'm gonna layer these colors, but I don't wanna use my lighter one second. I wanna use it first. Why? What do you think will happen to that marker? Tip. So here I'm layering these colors. If I would use my yellow over top of this, now I'm going to get some of that ink on that marker and that can ruin it or mess up others when you want to. So if you look at this tip here, you see how there's a little dot of violet on there? We don't want that to happen because that can ruin the markers. And I'm sure you wouldn't be happy if you were coloring and suddenly got a color on there that you didn't want. So always lighter color first and then darker color over top of it. So you're gonna fill up this whole box with your experimentations, and then when you're done, you are going to flip over to the create and plan side for your sketch. So this is where you're gonna sketch out an idea or a plan of what you want to create. So Miss Miller is gonna sketch out something quick. Okay, I created some like liney drawings. And now what I would do is I'd get my final copy, write my name and class code on here, and then I'd redraw this on here again and then color it in. Have fun.